Kate says, when I'm in a funk, I log into one of the beautiful, inspiring, crazy vlogs of a French-Canadian inspirational artist I know. I believe her name is Cece. Cheers, everybody. It is Monday, April 17th, 2017. I can't drink this tea. I need to show you this. Hold on. Can you see all the grains at the bottom? That's little bits and pieces of my chai tea. I don't know what happened, but the strainer obviously did not work, or the steeper, or whatever it's called, the little thing that you put the tea in. So, hi! I wasn't going to vlog today, but when I just read this comment just now, and I'm like, oh, I need to vlog now. So that is a comment from one of my Patreon supporters, because I posted something this morning and I asked people how they deal with mojo or creative funks. And so this is what she replied. Thank you, Kate. You're too cute. Just to let you know that this was, oh yeah, new view. I don't know. I keep changing things around just because I get bored. Oh, this book is really big. So this is what I posted. And if you follow me on my social medias, I'm sure you've seen this lady. This was started last November when I took a class with Karine Bus. Yes, and I came back from the class. I realized that I don't do well in classes. I'm a very slow creative person, so I need to be in my environment. And the only time I'm not slow is when I'm with Gigi. I don't know why. Because I know she's fast, so I can't do slow. But in a class, I have a hard time. I prefer to socialize in class as opposed to doing the work. And so I did the class, and I mean, I was fine with the final result. But it's always felt unfinished to me. But when I got home, I just glued her down in this is the large Moleskine journal. You've seen this before. I've showed you what's before that. And I just, closed the book and forgot about it. And last week I didn't do a lot of creative work. And when that happens, I always find myself in kind of like a creative funk. Because I'm the type of person that needs to create every day. Otherwise, I lose my mojo. And so I hadn't done that last week because there was a lot of business stuff to do. So yesterday when I walked into the studio, I thought I need something to get me back into this. And my eye just happened, just one eye, the other one, I don't know where it went. My eyes happened to catch this book because it was on my table, and I opened it up and I saw this lady, and to me she looked unfinished. So just to show you what I've added, just to recap, from last November, here I'm going to show you the reflection first. I love this. See how cool this is? I love that gold paint. This is golden fluid, gold deep fine. And so I added a few strands of this. I see it as like an elastic headband with some beads or whatever. So I added a little bit more of this in her hair because I thought it was too delicate what I had on before. And then I added this kind of like mesh metallic headdress, something, headband, whatever. It looks unfinished here at the end. I should have curled the ends, but anyway. And then I added these 3 bars because I messed up behind there. But it looks fun. It looks different. And even like from the pictures that you'll see at the end of the video, this is also changed because I added some more beads in there. Here. I'm trying not to knock anything out of my desk. And of course, the big change was the eyes. I added more. She's heavily made up. I don't know if it's representative of that era. To me, she looks like a medieval lady. But I added a lot of black around her eyes with Stabilo, and then I went with a black paint pen and I added eyelashes, and then to smooth a little bit everything out, because you know the paint pen is very harsh, I added some eyelashes with a brown colored pencil, and I did the same for the eyebrows. You can see some of the colored pencils marks showing through, and that makes it look more real. And added some highlights and stuff. I really like the way she is now. Oh, that book is huge. So this is how I deal with my lack of mojo yesterday, and it was a fun day because I said to myself, I'm not going to do any business stuff. I needed to art. I needed to get it out of my system. So after I had done this, I turned on my TV. I record the F1 races. That's my only TV vice. And so this was on in the background, and I wanted to prep some backgrounds for watercolor carving, which is a class that I have on at Creative Workshops. I'll show you the piece that I'm currently working on, and I'll show you what it looks like before I actually start working on. So this is nowhere near finished, but this is a very small piece that I'm working on. I'm shaking. My arm is hurting like crazy here. So this is the piece that I'm working on, and it's not finished. It's not embellished. This is the initial carving that I do. And then there's shading and embellishing and whatnot. Okay? So this is what it looks like when I start working on. I'll show you how it starts, or how it looks before I start. So from this to this, okay? And so yesterday, the other thing that I do sometimes when I'm out of inspiration is work in series, or in French we call it travailler à la chaîne. It's kind of like a manufacturing line, you know, like a processing line. So I had cut pieces of watercolor rejects, because this is how every single piece of watercolor carving starts. They're all rejects, and so I had a whole bunch of them, and I sized them so that I would be able to frame them in normal frames, because so far most of the pieces that I've done require custom framing, and that's expensive. So I didn't want to do that, so I kind of cut them all down, you know, like I have like 5x7 here, 4x6. They're a bit larger than the 4x6 so that they would easily fit inside a 4x6 opening or something like that. So I did, I don't know how many, I didn't count them, but a whole bunch of them. And this is what I was doing yesterday while I was watching TV. So, you know, I just get crazy. Like, this by no means is watercolor traditional material. Because this is what you call overworking your colors, and this is saturated. This has like 2 or 3 layers of colors. But, you know. And so the reflection that you're seeing, these, you know, the pinks and the white here, these are my new Pearl colors by Gansai Tambi. Yeah, Pearl colors, which I have swatched, and I have yet to edit that video. I want to make a project to add at the end of this, but it's all filmed. I just have to edit. I know, I had other things to do. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, so again, on this piece, I have some of that pearl color, I think. In there, I also have some baby blue. I tried a couple of experiments with cling wrap film, applying this to super wet watercolor and letting it dry, and you can see some of the marks. So that's going to be interesting to work on. This one did not really work the way I wanted to, but, and sometimes I layer on like paint, like the whites, not every white, but the white the white that you're seeing, except for the dots, they're white paint, acrylic paint. So this is going to be cool because that's not reactivable with water. Then there's this one, which is, you know, ordinary. Then I had fun with swirls. This is going to be fun because that is loaded with colors and it's on rough grain paper. I'm trying to catch the texture here, but you won't be seeing this. But watercolor react differently to different surfaces. Like I said, I just go nuts. I try not to think about the outcome because that's not the outcome. And the crazier it is, the most fun I'm having. So again, you know, this is just the beginning. So much fun. For some reason, my lighting changed all of a sudden. I don't know why, but anyways, I wanted to share these with you because I think they're just too stinking cute. Look at this. I did that. I'm so proud of them. This is a class that I have attended at Gigi's place. See this? Look at that, all that reflection. There's a face buried in there. This one I kind of messed up, but I really like this one. So these two things are made of a product called Powertex, and it's kind of like this substance that lets you turn anything pretty much into clay. It's very intriguing, but Gigi got seriously into those, and she makes amazing sculptures. Here, you can see a much better view of this now. See how cool this is? I'm so glad I did those because, I don't know, I just love the way they turned out. And it's fun to experiment with other mediums sometimes, you know? Like, it's fun to get out of your comfort zone. This was definitely out of my comfort zones. I have many zones. This is my favorite, probably because it's my favorite colors. But her face is more visible than this one. This one I kind of buried her, and I also melted her at one point. But the cool thing about these is that they're weatherproof. You can put those outside. People do like giant sculptures and put them outside. And I urge you to go and check Gigi's Facebook feed. I will link her below, but she does amazing sculptures with these. It's amazing the stuff that she does with Powertex, and she teaches that stuff too. So I did receive Heather's Patreon reward, so I opened it, but I didn't peek in. That's a teddy bear she did in watercolors. So cute. The qualities of her prints are really nice. And there's this one here. So nice. It's called a mighty fortress. I don't know, is this in Arizona? I'm assuming it's in Arizona because that's where she's from. And this one is called Hugs and Kisses. Whoops. Okay. Hugs and Kisses. Heather has a campaign. It's called Craft Shack on the Go because Heather is the host of Craft Shack, Craft It Live. She has this whole community of people. Her and her whole family is trying to get the Craft Shack on the Go, going on the road. And so the campaign is called Craft Shack on the Go, and it's a GoFundMe campaign. So I will link all that below so that you can go and check it out. Oh wait, there's more. Oh. Aww. Oh, that is so cute. I didn't know there was extra. Like I said, I hadn't peeked inside. Cece, just a little bonus to say thanks for your patience and continued support. Oh, because she was late. Okay, made today amazing. Oh, this is so cute. So in a little fold out like this, here's another one of her watercolor paintings. Look how beautiful that is. I think this was a collab with another artist, if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube. So you might want to go and visit her YouTube channel. Oh, and here's another. This is a mixed media piece that she did on one of the Craft It Live shows, I think. Or maybe just for Patreon. She does so much, it's hard to keep track. And the last piece that I wanted to show you is this, which I have made for my patrons. It's a collage. I do have a ton of beautiful pattern paper that I've been keeping. I don't know why. I can't get rid of it because it's so beautiful. and they're all pretty and I want to use them up, but I don't do a lot of collage. I don't do a lot of mixed media either, come to think of it, lately. And I hope that doesn't upset too many people. But anyways, you got to stick with what you feel like you should be doing at the moment. So for me, it's watercolors. But I had fun doing this piece nevertheless. This is on a Canson mixed, what do they call it? Artboard, Canson artboard. And they're just funky houses, and I've included buttons and stuff given to me. Lucy had sent me a whole stash of different things. There are even some little tree brads right here, and this little wings with a heart in the middle, and this, I still don't know what the name of this is. In French, it's une rose des vents. I don't know what it is in English, sorry. And it says be happy. And so that was their the artwork of the month for this month of April. For anybody who pledged $5 and up, they got this video with the full commentaries and whatnot. And that's all about the news I had to share with you. I just decided to, you know, vlog today because and you know, thanks to Kate, she gave me that little push to do it. I like to share as much as possible with you guys, and I find that if I don't vlog often, I forget things or I get out of the habit. And I know that I didn't publish anything last week and I feel bad about it. I don't know why, but I do. So anyways, I have to say I like this setup. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a different setup. Well, you can see my door, but I feel more comfortable here. I'm in a different area of the room. Usually when I talk to you, I'm sitting over there in front of the printer. But here, I can even show you more of it. Yeah. That part of my office or studio is a mess right now. But anyways, so I think I'm going to keep that set up because I quite like it. It feels more comfortable to me. I have my laptop in front of me and I have access to a lot more things. And it dawned on me that just now that I've never done a studio tour of this room, because the last time I've done a tour was in 2015? 2014 in October, I think. Wow, that's almost 3 years ago. I was in my living room. I had my living room studio, and I no longer have the living room studio. So you've seen bits and pieces, but I've never really done like a full tour and going through the different sections. So I don't know if it's something that interests you. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the 2017 CC Studio tour, and I will do that for you because I like watching videos like this. I think it's inspiring. I've always found new organizing tips when I watch YouTube videos on art studio tours. So anyways, if you want to see that, let me know. And yeah, like I said, I wasn't planning on vlogging until I saw Kate's comment. Thanks, Kate. I needed that because I find if I don't vlog often, I get out of the habit, and then I also forget what I've spoken to you about, and sometimes I miss sharing things. Of course, I do have to take breaks. If a week goes by without me arting, which sometimes happens if you have a lot of business stuff to deal with, then that's kind of boring, and I don't want to vlog just for the sake of vlogging. My personal life is really not interesting. So the only interesting thing that I have to share with you is my art. And so yeah, so if a week goes by and I don't do a lot of that, then there's not going to be a vlog. But and I still have that blank canvas in the back of me. That's supposed to be spring. So see, I have winter, spring, summer, fall. I have to do spring before spring goes away and turns it into summer. So I think I'm gonna, like, these are all different techniques, but they're kind of like the same color scheme. I think I've used the same paints throughout, or pretty much. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for spring. As soon as I find the idea, I'll do that. That's probably gonna be my next video or something. My next art video. Yeah, that could be fun. Okay. Oh, it's close to dinner time. I am going to end this here. I will edit this vlog and put it up for tomorrow morning. That's totally irrelevant to you because you are tomorrow morning because you're watching this vlog. And so that's the way I'm going to end it because I have no idea what I'm doing or saying. So Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And I will see you later. Bye!